exact equations as the second solution for the first order differential equation. The exact equations, it is used when separation of variables may not be possible to some equations in the form of m and then the variables x and y times dx plus n, the variables of x and y, dy is equal to 0, where the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to the partial derivative of n with respect to x. And partial derivative of f with respect to x is equal to m, and partial derivative of f with respect to y is equal to n. So later on, we will know the step-by-step process in obtaining for the partial derivatives of the equation in this form, and in obtaining, of course, the general solutions for the exact equations. We are going to solve for these three equations. So the first one is 3x times xy minus 2dx plus x cubed plus 2y dy is equal to 0. The first step here is to identify the m and the n based on this form of equation. So our m, kung ano yung kasama ng dx, yun yung ating m. Okay? So 3x times xy minus 2, or simplifying, distributing 3x in these terms, so 3x squared y minus 6x. And our n is equal to x cubed plus 2y. Kung ano yung kasama ng dy, yun yung ating n. And the next, we have to obtain the partial derivative of m with respect to y and partial derivative of n with respect to x to check the exactness. Okay, so dapat equal itong dalawa in order to conclude that this equation is exact. So partial derivative of m with respect to y is 3x squared. Considering that our x variable is constant, so 6x, the first derivative of 6x is 0, and the first derivative of 3x squared y with respect to y is 3x squared. And partial derivative of n with respect to x is 3x squared. Since y variable is constant, and we have to derive x cubed, so that is 3x squared. So this is an exact equation. The next is to integrate the partial derivative of f with respect to x. Also, the partial derivative of f with respect to y, which is equal to n. So first, the partial derivative of f with respect to x is equal to m. Cross multiply partial derivative of f is equal to m times the partial derivative of x. And substituting for the value of m, which is 3x squared y minus 6x. And then we have to integrate both sides. So the integration of the partial derivative of f is equal to f. And integrating 3x squared, considering y is constant. So that will be x cubed over 3. So may 3 tayo na constant, makakancel yon. So magiging x cubed na lang times y minus 3x squared kasi x, integration of 6x dx is equal to 6x squared over 2. 6 over 2 is equal to 3. So magiging 3x squared na lang siya. And then we have to add the g of y. Then next is the partial derivative of f with respect to y is equal to n. Cross multiply partial derivative of f is equal to n times the partial derivative of y, and then integrating while substituting for the value of n, which is x cubed plus 2y. Okay, so the integration of the partial derivative of f is equal to f, and x cubed dy, when we are going to integrate this one, will be x cubed y, since considered constant yung x cubed, plus y squared, since integration of 2y dy is 2y squared over 2, so makakancel yung dalawang 2, magiging y squared na lang siya. And then we have to add the function of x as it is a partial differentiation. And then we have to equate these two equations. We have to combine them. So since f is equal to f, yung first equation natin is equal sa ating second equation. So, x cubed y minus 3x squared plus g of y is equal to x cubed y plus y squared plus the function of x. And then, canceling the like terms, x cubed y, yung matitira will be negative 3x squared plus g of y is equal to y squared plus f of x. And from f of x, we have to find the function of 0. So, lahat ng x variable natin dyan, we have to substitute 0 on that. So, yung matitira sa ating equation will be gy is equal to y squared. And from the g of y, we have to find the g of 0 from this equation. Ito din yung pagkukunan natin. So, yung matitira will be f of x is equal to negative 3x squared. And then, substitute gy to equation 1 or f of x to equation 2. So, I am going to use the equation 2. So, f is equal to x cubed y plus y squared minus 3x squared since our f of x is equal to negative 3x squared. And it's up to you kung gusto nyong gamitin yung g of y natin, the same result will appear. And then, we have to let f is equal to c. So, our general solution will be x cubed y plus y squared minus 3x squared is equal to c. Next example, x plus y dx plus x minus y dy is equal to 0. And then, we have to identify m and n. Yung m yung kasama ng dx, yung n yung kasama ng dy. So, our m is x plus y and n is equal to x minus y. And then, obtaining the partial derivative in order to check the exactness. The partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to 1. Y lang yung i-differentiate natin. Considering x is constant, so magiging 1. And partial derivative of n with respect to x lang yung i-differentiate natin. Considering y is constant, so magiging 0. The derivative of x is equal to 1. So this is an exact equation. And then integrating the partial derivative. So partial derivative of f with respect to x is equal to m. And then cross multiplying, m is equal to x plus y. And then we have to integrate. Okay. So f now is equal to x squared over 2. Since integration of x dx is equal to x squared over 2. And then y dx is equal to x. Y since y is considered constant. And then we have to add g of y. And for the partial derivative of f with respect to y, which is equal to n, cross multiply, substituting for the value of n, which is x minus y, and then integrate both sides. Magiging f is equal to xy since x dy, integration of x dy is equal to xy since x is constant, minus y squared over 2 since y dy, integration of y dy is y squared over 2 plus f of x. And then, combining these two equations, we have to equate x squared over 2 plus xy plus g of y is equal to xy minus y squared over 2 plus f of x. And then canceling the like terms. Then from f of x, we have to find f of 0. So gy now is equal to negative y squared over 2. And from gy, we have to find g of 0 from this equation also. So f of x is equal to x squared over 2. And then substituting gy to equation 1 or f of x to equation 2 and let f is equal to c. So now I am going to use the equation 1, which result to x squared over 2 plus xy minus y squared over 2 is equal to c. Since our gy is equal to negative y squared over 2, ipapalit ko siya sa aking gy, and our f is equal to c. And then multiplying 2 to our equation in order to simplify this equation. Okay, that results to x squared plus 2xy minus y squared is equal to c. That is our general solution. Next example, y times e raised to x dx minus e raised to x dy is equal to 0. First step, again, is to identify m and n. M is with dx and n is with dy. So m is equal to y times e raised to x and n is equal to e raised to x. And then obtaining the partial derivative of both to check the exactness. Partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to e raised to x since x is considered constant. And partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to ex. Then this equation is exact. And then integrate the partial derivative of f with respect to x, which is equal to m, and partial derivative of f with respect to y equal to n. First, partial derivative of f with respect to x, which is equal to m, cross multiplying. Then integrate and substituting for the value of m, which is y, times e raised to x. And this results to f is equal to y times e raised to x plus gy. Since y is considered constant, ilalabas natin siya sa integration symbol. E raised to x dx, integrating this one will result to e raised to x. And then we have to add g of y. For the partial derivative of f with respect to y, that is equal to n, cross multiply, and then substituting for the value of n, which is e raised to x, and integrating both sides. So this results to f is equal to y times e raised to x. Since our x is considered constant, and then we have to integrate d of y, so that is y, and we have to add f of x. And then equating these two equations, magiging y times e raised to x plus g of y is equal to y times e raised to x plus f of x, and then canceling like terms. So in finding for f of 0, that is g of y is equal to 0 and f of x is equal to 0. And then substituting for this, so our f now is equal to y times e raised to x, and we have to let f is equal to c. Y times e raised to x is equal to c. This is our general solution. If you have any questions, comment down on our discussion section. And for our next topic, that is linear differential equations as the third solution of first order differential equation.